Welcome back to the third and last video on the launching of Tokyo Express. It took a little while to get the mast seated on the step. Once that was sorted out, 4 ropes were run out to the 4 corners of the boat to hold the mast in position so we could let the crane go. Later on, without the pressure of the crane there, I could attach the metal shrouds and get it all lined up properly.
Under the hook and the sling.
Once the 4 ropes were made fast, it was time to go up and let the crane go. It's a pity the quality of these videos is not better, but this was the best of technology back in those days.
Climb like a monkey.
Can't see it in the video, but I took a camera with me for the trip up the mast. The view was amazing from up there. A beautiful Queensland winter's morning. Then it was time for Mum to do the honours.
I christened this beautiful catamaran Tokyo Express to the owner, builder and skipper and all his crew who sail in her. May they have safe journeys and fair winds. And good luck.
Yay!
Repeat the same for this hole.
Ditto. Thank you. Congratulations, Captain.
Thanks, Paul.
Well done.
Oh well, I'll just start test the motors, then we'll hop on board those coming on.
Okay, I'll go down and capture it. Who's present for this christening? Ron, Irene, Danny behind there, Sophie, Leon and Andrea, happy children, Blake, Darcy, Melissa, Timmy.
This is my brother Paul. He was the cameraman for the day.
Yeah.
And of course, my nephew Blake.
Made you sick.
The engines were 9.9 horsepower Yamaha 4-strokes. It was the first time they'd been started for nearly 3 years. They'd been sitting in boxes waiting for the boat to be finished.
There.
This was an amazing moment. This was the moment I've been waiting for, dreaming about for years. Finally I was on the helm of my own boat. All the motoring around you see in the video was done at half throttle. I was still running in the motors and the mast was still held up by rope. This gave a speed of about 4.5 knots, which is half of what it did at full throttle.
Tokyo Express. No name, no number, no worries. And while we're here, I'll show you. Leon. Why are we stuck out here in the water?
Could you just show us how to put this in the Ford?
I can hear his engines.
This gives a good view of the motor installations. She'd get along at 9 knots with the 2 motors and 7 knots just with one.
Got her going. Can't put her in the gear now. It was the vent. The vent was stopping it from going. No. You got fend up there?
I can't video.
The vent was stopping it from going. We got it going, but now we can't get her in the gear. Oh, no, we don't need a bucket.
Once we had Leon and Paul rescued and back on the boat, we did a trip up the river and back and then headed into Harbour Town for some water.
Yeah, Captain.
Just heading into Harbour Town.
Righto. Sort of peer out the window.
1.6 metres. Depth there, you can see the bottom, you can get an idea of the contours of the bottom as you're going along. Doing 4.5 knots across the bottom. The seawater's warmed up a bit today,
Yeah.
20.2 degrees.
My navigation in the early days was a fish finder, a GPS and a digital hand-bearing compass.
See how the old girl looks now, full of stuff. Wow. All the tools. And oranges. And galley. Just going up to Harbour Town to load some water.
She was a bit of a mess inside at the beginning, in the big rush to get her in the water.
Tim's cabin. Whoop, and the step. Bilge pump on standby up there.
Still, now I had plenty of time in front of me to sort things out at leisure.
Get a shot of this battery. Load it up to the max. He's getting the fenders ready.
Starboard side, starboard forward tank.
This is going to be the first time the boat's gone alongside. Bit of a wind from the southeast.
Yeah. Actually, I'll do it when we get in there. You can just get the silicone screws. We'll probably have to fend off by hand. Yeah. On this side, the stage there, as we go past, we've got a fair bit of wind.
Well, I better go and stand by. Here we have another perspective of Tim's boat in the bow. Or is it the stern? Hang on a minute. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. This is where we came through.
We went alongside in the marina to load 400 litres of water, which was actually the last time I did that. After that time, I'd just take empty 20-litre containers of water in the dinghy with me, filling them up from taps on the land. But it was a good chance to get the mainsail on board and try my hand at manoeuvring.
A little bit down. Didn't even do much to it, that water, huh?
No? He's a capable looking AB. Hey, Dad?
Yes, we're going to make it a ship shape.
For sure.
Bristol fashion.
Yep.
Sail.
Ah, yes. Sit cap. Hey?
Should change my hat.
In over here.
The white one on.
Yeah, with some braid. Get some sandals and long white socks. You'll be really right there.
Franklin's hat.
After we left the marina, we did another trip up the river late afternoon.
The boat coming there.
Just to test her out, try a few things.
Oh, man, I was up there with the camera, like, gee.
You go over, hang on to the camera.
Yeah, keep it above the water. Damn.
Just slide along nice.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'll let you know when the next one comes. Boy.
Thanks, Dad. I should have known. Golly, what are you trying to do? It's only another hour and a half and the camera's got to go back. Oh, gee, she's responsive. Hey?
Probably worse than the back. Keeps the arms across.
Yeah, far out.
When I was building the rudders, they always looked a little small. I had my doubts as to whether they'd be big enough for the job. The first trip on the water soon got rid of that doubt.
Was that hard over, was it, Dad?
No, not that over.
Yeah? Pull the head and hard over.
I reckon those rudders were too small.
Yeah.
The quality of the video isn't that great, but at least it captured the moment back at that time. It was also great to get footage of my dad, who was a big part of the build. Sadly, he passed away a couple of years after this video was taken. As always, thanks for watching.